welcome to Over 50, So What? I'm Carol O'Halloran. Are you ready to get moving during the 5-minute fitness segment? Are you ready to learn a few new things? And are you ready to have fun? Life's too short to be serious. On the show today, we're going to find out more about the Community Visitor Scheme. This is where you can organise to have someone visit a loved one at home. You can organise someone to visit you at home, or you might like to volunteer and visit an older person at home. On the bucket list today, we feature community theatre, which provides a myriad of opportunities for you to be involved and, of course, to make new friends. Some of you may have heard about the Community Visitor Scheme or the Aged Care Volunteer Visitor Scheme. It's a great opportunity for us to help the more vulnerable members of the community and to help ease the burden of social isolation. To learn more about how we can all help, we're chatting to Tina Hogarth-Clarke from the Balwyn Evergreen Centre. Hi Tina, it's great to see you again.
Hi Carol, welcome to our centre, Balwyn Evergreen.
Yeah, it's Balwyn Evergreen. Now, before we get into what Balwyn Evergreen does, we've had a bit of a challenge recently since COVID because of the number of volunteers. People are struggling right statewide to find volunteers to assist people working in this space. Can you give us some idea of what's happening?
We're actually not quite sure what's happening, but we sort of suspect that after COVID, there were a lot of volunteers. Obviously, they weren't able to continue their volunteering work during COVID, and they just didn't return. Our programs are struggling to continue to be delivered without the support of volunteers.
So you predominantly people that are semi-retired or retired are volunteering, is that what you're finding?
Yes, mostly either very young people who are at university, who have finished high school, or the majority will be the older people.
And what sort of volunteers do you need here at Evergreen?
We need about 150 volunteers at any given time. Anything from drivers, from our front reception, from helping us set up activities, helping serve and work in the kitchen and do some cooking. We're also participating in the Aged Care Volunteer Visitor Scheme, and that in itself means that we need a whole heap of different volunteers to go and visit older people.
It's just a really great organisation and environment. We have some wonderful volunteers that come in for an hour or two, some for the whole day. We become really good friends with our volunteers.
Tell us about the Aged Care Volunteer Visitors Scheme, because this is an awesome scheme and I know that everywhere they're looking for people to help in this space.
Absolutely. So it's a national scheme that has sprung from the Aged Care Royal Commission. What they discovered during that Royal Commission is that people living in aged care and those that are receiving home care packages have really high numbers of loneliness and social isolation. Social isolation and loneliness can also contribute to not only feelings of loneliness and feeling socially isolated, but it also has physical and mental health implications as well. It's a fabulous scheme that just means that we're matching volunteers to older people.
So what happens with the Volunteer Visitor Scheme? How does it work?
So how it works is we recruit the volunteers, we train the volunteers and make sure that they are comfortable in going in and visiting in either a person's home or in an aged care facility. And then we match those volunteers to an older person that has expressed an interest for a visit. Pretty much as simple as that. And the volunteers will go and visit their matched recipient, either, as I said, in their home or in a residential aged care facility. And we're anticipating that they do that once a fortnight for an hour is the only commitment. Of course, we're really happy if they can do more than that, and their recipient would also be happy if they could do more than that as well, but that's the commitment.
So volunteer visitor goes and does a voluntary visit once every fortnight, more if they would prefer.
That's right, yep. And so they are there purely for friendship and companionship. They are not there to do the cleaning, change the bed, linen or anything like that. They're there wholly and solely to be a friend and to provide companionship to that older person. So that means having a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, maybe going out for a walk, talking about books, watching a bit of TV, whatever it is that they both agree is something that they want to do together.
So the minimum time commitment is, would you say, like 2 hours every fortnight? Or?
One.
One.
1 hour every fortnight, yes. So it's and any hour. So the hours are negotiated. So the time that you visit is negotiated between yourself and the older person. So it can be after work, can be on weekends, or can be during the day.
So you can just do 1 hour a fortnight, see how you go, and you might like it so much that you want to do, visit 10 different people.
Yep. Well, we do have a limit of 3, so you'll only ever be matched to a maximum of 3. Those are the rules. But yes, you can either visit that person more frequently, or you can have opt to have another older person.
Are there any age requirements or any other requirements about who can volunteer?
Yes. So our volunteers must be over the age of 18. And they must either have had or are willing to have a National Police check. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
And they just come and do a little bit of training with you and that's it?
We make sure that our volunteers are equipped with the skills to be able to go into an aged care facility and to work with an older person. So we do a bit of training around that. So we're trying to make it as natural as possible, but also keeping both the recipient and the volunteer safe.
Now here's a question, I don't know if you can answer it. Do you know what your oldest volunteer visitor, how old they are? There's no upper limit, right?
No, there's definitely no upper limit. So I would say, I think 90, in the 90s is our oldest at the moment. Most of our visitors, people that are getting visits from a volunteer are in their 80s.
And what about the volunteer themselves? What age range have you got doing that?
We've got a beautiful age range. We've got some younger people.
Oh, good.
We've got a lovely Ruby who is fantastic. She's at uni, and so she's a real gun and loves visiting and chatting to her older people. And then we've got some retirees as well, so over 60s.
I love volunteering. So I'm an international student. I'm visiting 2 elderly ladies. They both have a dementia problem. I reckon the scheme is very rewarding in a sense that you would have a better understanding and empathy for elderly, and one day you become one. I love doing it. I just love doing it. I mean, I don't really expect getting anything out of it, but I did, which is a bonus.
All right, so you've got a good age range there. Pop in and have a cup of tea. Maybe you didn't have a grandparent growing up, and here's a chance for you to connect with someone in an older generation.
Absolutely. I think there's lots of different reasons why this would be something for you or for your viewers. There's a lot of people that enjoy visiting their own grandparents or their own parents and want to do some more.
Now, there'll be people over 50, over 60 today watching. What would you say to them if they're thinking, I might like to try being a volunteer, I wouldn't mind just popping in and having a chat to someone. What would the next steps?
Give us a call. Give us a call or come on down, and we are really, really keen to have a chat to you, anyone that is wanting to be involved.
So give you a call, put them they'll go on the list, then they might want to drive the bus, they might want to help out with the morning tea, they might want to help with admin, yep, or do the visitor scheme.
Yep, all of those. We have a volunteer coordinator, Kerry, and she's keen to chat to anybody that wants to volunteer time with us.
One of the ladies from here, she comes and we go out for coffee or something of a Sunday, which is very nice. It's nice to know that somebody cares and seems to keep me company, and so she's very good. Yeah, they're great people here. Do it. It's great.
Okay, this one's called Watch Me Move. We're going to move, you're going to move. If you can't get on your feet, join in with us right now. And we're going to start with the basic 1, 2, 3 and tap. 1, 2, 3 and tap. That's it. Come on, move it. 1, 2, 3 and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Oh yeah, looking good, feeling great. Fantastic. That's Fabulous Faye. Who is fantastic, Fabulous Faye? Okay, bring it forward. That. Yeah. You want to add a bit of a clap? Bit of a groove. That's it. Oh yeah, we're watching you move. You can use a chair for support if you want. That's it. Last set. Hold it there. We're going to go pump, pump together. Tap, tap 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 together. Now add an arm. And pump it down together. That's it. Tap, tap together. Warming up in the winter. Keep it going. Okay, hold it there. Feet apart. We're going to sway from side to side with the heel out. Now get a bit of a shoulder roll going. That's it, roll it. And we're having a very exciting move coming up now. I'm going to show you sideways, forward, tap, back, heel, forward, tap, back, heel, forward, tap, back. Now we speed it up. Forward, tap, back, heel, forward, tap, back, heel, forward, tap, back, heel. That's it. Forward, tap, heel. Once you've got that in automatic, you've got a little bit of a bounce into it. Tap, heel, forward, tap, back, heel, forward, tap, back, heel, forward, tap, back, heel. Woohoo! Getting hot, hot stuff. Four, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Guess what? We're going to do it to the other side. I'll do sideways slow. Forward, tap, back, heel. Forward, tap, back, heel. Forward, tap, back, heel. Faster. Forward, tap, back, heel. Forward, tap, back, heel. Forward, tap, back, heel. How cool is that? It made your brain work a little bit on that move. Okay, get a bit funky. Yeah! That's it. Woohoo! Okay, walk it out. We're going to do the double pumps. Ready? Starting with the right leg. Let's do it. Tap, tap together. Tap, tap together. Tap, tap together. Tap, tap together. Watch us move. Come on, move it. More energy, more vitality. All right, feet apart. That's it. Oh yeah. Put your own bit of flair. Just think of you're in the dark on the dance floor. No one can see you. Okay, here we go. Step forward, tap back. Forward, tap back. Well done! Give me 5. 5. Whoops. 5. 5 minutes a day. And welcome to the bucket list. This is the section on the show where we look at different things that you might like to put on your bucket list or your to-do list. Maybe they're things you've thought about in the past, but maybe it's something you haven't even thought about. Today we're looking at community theatre, and we're going to meet some of the members of the Mordialloc Theatre Company.
Larry! Hey, shout like that again and I'll give it to you. You hear me? You can talk any which way you like, but you're not.
What are you looking at now?
I'm looking at the painting and the bars on the window.
Bars on the window. Spend some time at the window. You grab those bars, I'll let you be inside or outside. Have a look, see if you can open the window.
We're at rehearsals with the Mordialloc Theatre Company, and the director of the current play, Veronica's Room, is with us right now. Hi, Keith.
Hi, how are you?
Now, Keith, you've directed a few plays.
Yes, not a lot actually over the last probably 20 years, maybe only a dozen. Although I've been in theatre for 54 years, it's mostly as an actor. But in recent years, I've sort of taken my hand at a bit of directing, mainly because I don't learn lines as quickly as I used to. But I've always enjoyed the process. I love working with the actors in particular.
So you've enjoyed that transition from acting to directing?
Yes, it started slowly. I've done a few comedies and a few dramas. Probably in the last 10 years, maybe one every 2 years. But in the last 3 or 4 years, I've done about 4. So they're becoming more frequent.
Have you always been involved in the Mordialloc Theatre Company, or
no.
all over the place?
Not at all. I mean, my theatrical interest started way back when I was about 13 in
Wow.
England.
Oh, wow.
Which you probably worked out, that's where I'm from. And I was 35 when I came out here, and I realised it was an absolute smorgasbord when it comes to community theatre. I mean, the number of theatres in the eastern suburbs alone is 15 or 20. So I, like many of us, move around in order to find something that we'd like to do. No, I'm not confined just to Mordialloc, although it's a great company to work with.
So can you tell us a bit about the play?
It's one of these plays, it's difficult without giving away spoilers.
Lost an accent a little, should I? Veronica must have had one.
Oh, yes, that'll help your sound right.
I'll pack my cat and head again.
Oh, we're grateful to you, Larry, for letting Susan do the favour first.
Letting me? He didn't let me. I make my own decisions.
Oh, so you're a liberated woman, are you?
Bet your life I am.
How come I paid for dinner?
Because you asked. When I ask, I'll pay.
In the programme, the actors are referred to as young girl, other girl, woman, man, and young man. And there's a good reason for that, because to name them would create in itself a spoiler. I can set it up as to what has happened when the play starts. We have Larry and Susan, a young couple who are dating. They've just started dating. They go to a restaurant for a meal where they meet the caretakers of a large home near Boston. They notice that Susan has a very close resemblance to a now deceased Veronica, who used to live at the home. And they're also carers of Veronica's elder, infirm, senile sister, Sissy, who they are caring for at this home. They try and persuade Susan to take the role of Veronica during the evening, to try and convince Sissy that all is well, that it's still 1935, that she thinks it is. And so they entice the young couple back to their home, which is when the play starts.
Right,
So
okay.
after that, it will all be spoilers, and needless to say, there are many twists and turns. The characters are all very richly drawn, and it's certainly not a comedy. It's confronting. Some of the material is quite confronting, but it's beautifully written. And I've got a great cast together. I've worked with them all before, well, apart from one, Amy, who's playing the young girl. But I'm looking very much forward to how the audience react to what transpires.
All right. It sounds like that someone's going to get murdered or something. Well, you never know.
Maybe not.
So tell us, Keith, what does a director do? What's your role from beginning to end?
Well, really, you're just steering the ship. So, I love working with the actors because as an actor myself, that's what I enjoy. But the director has to have a hand in every aspect of the performance. So it involves costumes and lighting and sound. The director has to have some sort of picture or vision, want of a better word, as to what he or she wants in terms of lighting, in terms of the sound effects, as well as the look of it. So you're constantly being bombarded with questions from various other people who are involved in the production. And really, yes, at the end of the day, you have to make a call. I'll happily take ideas from the cast, and I'll always say, give it a try, let's have a look at it. At the end of the day, all right, I've got to make a call, but I just love the input from all these creative minds because at the end of the day, it's a team.
So you're overseeing everything from props to set design to costumes?
Yes, with some very capable people looking after those areas, but at the end of the day, I've got to look at the set as a whole. So that's important, that I, at the end of the day, because it's my name as a director, so I've got to be happy in my own mind that it's something I'm happy and hopefully proud of.
Yeah.
Hi, Steph.
Hi.
This is an interesting thing that you're doing in preparation. I was expecting just to be arranging furniture, chairs and tables, but can you tell us, what's this jigsaw puzzle all about?
Yeah, it's part of the props, obviously, for the play, and it's referred to quite often, and it has to do with some of the more sinister components of the play.
Without giving away too many secrets. And you're playing the mother?
Yeah, or woman.
Or woman?
Yeah.
And is this a sinister woman, is it, that you're playing?
Oh, she's a delight.
I think we'll find out.
Yeah.
Let go of me! Bitch!
Sorry.
And how long have you been doing some community theatre?
I started in 2012. And there's such a thing as prompting. So prompting is when actors have their lines down, but they need a bit of help. And so your job is to say what that line is. They'll ask, what's my line? And you just let them know. But that was the first thing that I did in theatre. And done a little bit of all sorts. So done some lighting and sound, done some backstage, done stage managing, a bit of acting, bit of directing, just a little bit of everything. Yeah.
And what do you get out of it?
Community. You get to meet some amazing people. You learn a lot, I think, from every play, whether that's about history or about people or about yourself. And the process of doing a play is quite an amazing thing in terms of memory retention, and it helps a lot with those sorts of matters that are more and more to the fore these days in terms of making your mind work to remember lines. So, and lots of great people.
The social side of it, people, friends, it is a real family atmosphere in community theatre. All I'd say is give it a try. There's no commitment to a stay, but have a go. That's what I would say. It's
have a go.
It's given me 50 plus years of enjoyment.
It really does look like fun being involved in community theatre. Be sure to check one out near you. And if you're feeling a bit lonely or know someone who might be a bit isolated, check out the Community Visitor Scheme near you. And of course, if you have some spare time, please offer to volunteer. It's only an hour a fortnight. Balwyn Evergreen is one of the centres who would love to hear from you. Guests on our show will also be found on our website. Please connect with us on Facebook, YouTube and Insta. Over 50, so what? Replays also on CTV Plus, on demand and on the app. You'll also find more 5-minute fitness sessions on YouTube. Give me 5 minutes a day. You can make new friends and try new things at any age. Over 50, so what? I'm Carol. See you next time. Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50. So what?